Hi, this is Brett Clay. I'm here after Windows Azure Platform University at the Munich airport with Karin Sondermann. Karin, what's your role at Microsoft?
Actually, my role is a partner segment manager for cloud services. Before, I had been an Azure SSP on incubation sales and APG.
Excellent, and I understand you've recently written a book that's going to be published soon. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, this is a very exciting book. It talks about the business innovation with platform as a services, and it tells the people in the market now what is the potential for the companies now in the market, like ISVs, like SIs or hosters, as well as now for customers. What is the potential, what they really can realize with the platform as a services for their business?
Excellent, and so what do you think is exciting about the opportunities that platform as a service offers to enterprise customers?
Well, for enterprise customers, mainly the discussion is about cost cut. So this is in the IT, when you talk to the IT people. So we can bring in the messages well for Azure, because we have some offerings here, but we can play the game. But personally, I believe it's more a discussion on the business side, that you really talk about new business scenarios, new potentials on the business side. So it means if the business people want to realize something on the business part, they really may not wait until IT or for IT anymore. They really realize what is the really IT cost for the solution, what they want to realize, and they can do it very fast, so there's a better time to market for them. That's the major thing.
Excellent. So that all requires a lot of change when you're everywhere in the channel in the supply chain, whether you're an ISV, an SI, or you're an enterprise customer looking to differentiate yourself with these new business capabilities. What are your recommendations for everybody to drive that kind of change?
Well, first of all, I think it's a major point that you have to get familiar with the new stuff. So you have to understand what is really platform as a service, what differentiate them, maybe platform as a service from infrastructure as a service and from software as a service. It's not the same thing. The major thing what is in platform as a service, it's a new cloud paradigm, it's a new software development paradigm. So that means also that the software development people have to get familiar ASAP or very soon with the new paradigm. Then they can realize the shift for the business side as well. And so from my point of view is don't wait longer, so get familiar with the cloud paradigm, especially for platform as a service, that you can realize the potential.
Now, one of the things that we talk about in every Windows Azure Platform University is I ask the people, do they have relationships with people outside of the IT department? And of course they say, no. and platform as a service, as you said, really enables companies to have that classic euphemism of agility and get to market faster, but it requires that people talk to the business about what the business objectives are and what are the capabilities they need to meet those objectives. So does that require a whole paradigm shift for everybody in the IT industry to start talking to business people instead of IT people?
I would say in an SI environment, this is the major shift for them. So they really have to realize that it's not about IT infrastructure anymore and maybe plugging together the cables or something like this. So you have to realize what kind of values you are supporting or what kind of core competences do you have, and you have to make sure where is the market for you in the future. And there is a market, especially if you talk about integration, system integration. Those are the things for an SI, but also for people maybe from an ISV environment, they talk anyway right now to the business people, so they have a good relationship to the business people. For a vendor like Microsoft, I think this is the challenge, because those people have to realize that they have to get involved with their partner ecosystem to get maybe with a storyline to the business side and to get this value then realized over there.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much. So Karin, what key takeaway would you have today from Windows Azure Platform University, from the 3 sessions you attended today, the morning, the system integrator session, and the independent software vendor session?
Key takeaways, well, I think the SIs have to really realize that they have a big shift and that they really have to get on the train. Otherwise, they will see the red light and this will not help them. The ISVs are pretty open. The ISVs realizing that they have to do something now in the software development, and they will do it in the software development. They will change. They are very open. They have to get on the train that they really get the knowledge. And we offer at Microsoft, we offer them a lot of possibilities to get the knowledge and get familiar with this thing. And most of the people they had been invited today, they really realize there is potential for them, and they want to get the knowledge and they want to get started now.
And one of the things you said that one key takeaway you had was that it's all about, the people are confused about this whole hype around cloud computing. What was your idea there?
That's right. So cloud computing is really a hype, and there's a misunderstanding of cloud computing, which most of the people, and we saw this today as well, thinking about when they talk about cloud computing, about virtualization and infrastructure as a service. And this is, I think, it was the first wave. But there is a bigger wave, and the bigger wave, this is the platform as a services conversation, which is a totally different conversation. It's not an IT conversation mainly, it's mainly a business conversation, and you have to get familiar with business solutions to realize the potential for end customers as well as for ISVs as well as for SIs, and that's what the people have to realize. They do it now. It takes time maybe a little bit, but it's a different thing in cloud computing when you have the big picture. It's talking much more about software development, a new paradigm that you can plug together different components, that you can configure different things in the future. That is not the same development process what we have done the last 30 years.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much. I really enjoyed meeting you and spending time with you today in Windows Azure Platform University, Karin.
Thank you very much, and it was a pleasure to work together with you. Have a safe trip home.
Thanks. I think we need that. Signing off from Munich Airport in Germany.